The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from RAGBRAI to the legendary Water and Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. The Hawkeyes dominated the last time they saw the Clones.
Iowa State had no answers in that game. They just came out, they looked flat, they weren't able to execute. They've got to be ready to answer the bell in this one.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets in your head, Jesse. You know how it is, man. Rivalry games and you haven't had a lot of success. You need something to go your way early to get you some confidence.
They'll leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know, Excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hawkeyes now with it. Long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They're going to run it to the right. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
When you think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too, these conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement to that.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Lee.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Off play action. There's the pressure. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rival.
He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
On third down, he drops to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. To the air, it's Dotson. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. There, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Cyclones will come to the line to convert on fourth down. On the move. They stop
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback. On fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Kruger. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. They're trailing by 11 to Florida Atlantic. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Out of the gun to give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. A dangerous lob toward the end zone. That one stayed in the air forever.
And that's why you play defense, right? I mean, that play is there to be made. You're in position. You got to make that catch. It took eternity for that ball to get to you. That's a good missed opportunity by the defense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They kick it away on 4th down. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Malone. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cyclones will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The inside handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off or when to pitch it and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to pass. It's Dotson. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Handoff from the gun. Got room to work. Passes takes him still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got room on the return.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking for space, it's Kruger. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! No doubt hurting the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team always that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry to sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get W's.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fires to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Dotson. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Cyclones. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Working that left side now. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cyclones in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. Trying to get it to the marker. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Using his legs, it's Jackson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Quarterback keeps it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Iowa State. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Old Dominion. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give and tick, 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 tick. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Kruger. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
The Cyclones, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Rides to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to run, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Floating away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. the uprights. It's good. And in the final seconds, guys, they find a way to get it tied.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
On the ground, it's Terrell. Got the first down and more. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football. Better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a touchdown will win it. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If they can push this one in, they win the game. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they try to get the defense off balance and go out wide, and they were ready. Just like 1st down, just like 2nd down. They gave up some yards on this drive, but really bowed their neck up, and a big 4th down decision looming for this offense.
It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime?
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. They'll send the back in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kruger. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Good right down the boulevard. And now they regain the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. He'll keep it himself.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll go to the toss. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished their run with a nice physical tackle, get an extra lick on that QB.
Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Dropping back, it's Dotson. It's complete to the right. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive.
Cornhole 88. Cornhole 88.
Trying to pound it in. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.